first things that leaders have to do is to acknowledge, like Paul says in Philippians chapter 2, that Jesus is the example as to what our attitude should be. And Jesus' attitude is reflected in Mark chapter 10 when he says, the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve and to give his life as a ransom for many. Therefore, you're not supposed to be a leader like the Gentiles who like to exercise authority over others and rule over them. Jesus is our example of servant leadership. At the same time, we have to acknowledge and worship Jesus and recognize that he is the one to be worshiped. Lifting him up, we are not called to be the hero. Leaders are called to be servants of the servants of the servant. We're called to care for and build the health of the body of Christ. We're to be concerned about bringing gospel health into the organizations and the churches where we lead. But we have to understand that we will pass off the scene, that our time of leadership is a momentary point in history, and that Jesus is the one that we are to point people to. I think it's critically important for all leaders to make the distinction and to keep the distinction in their minds between their role that God has given them and who they are as a person. So often, leaders view what they do and who they are as the same thing. If we don't make a distinction between those, we're going to become upset and angry when people push back upon us for the role that we're fulfilling, when they don't really know us at all.